everybody. How you doing on this Saturday before Father's Day? Happy Father's Day to all the dads out there. And I want to talk about Michael Penix because on social media, okay, well, Twitter in particular, Michael Penix has been at times one of the top trends. And you would think, okay, why? Falcons got him, everything's fine. But apparently there's this video that surfaced of Bears general manager Ryan Poles, who he likes to chew his gum like that. Uh, I think I'm down like this. Ryan Poles does. Yeah, you see that jaw working, man. I ain't working that gum, man. I wonder what that's a real sign of. But anyway, if you're a psychologist out there and you know what it is or why a person chews gum like Ryan Poles chews gum, you let me know. I just want to know why Ryan Poles chews gum. That's all I want to know. Okay. But in this instance, I think it's like another brain, okay? Because Poles was really working the gum when he was thinking about an offer the Falcons made to basically, or excuse me, he was thinking about an offer he made to the Falcons to essentially trade places. Now, you remember the Bears had the 9th pick and the Falcons had the 8th pick, right? So the Poles are just saying, hey, look, let's just switch places. I mean, you're going to, the quarterback you want, we don't want. We got our quarterback. So let's just switch places and we'll give you a 4th round for the future. Trey Fontenot of the Falcons said no. And the feeling was, well, hey, you know what? If you had just moved back one, you could have gotten Michael Penix for cheaper. That's their thought. But look, moving back from 8 to 9 is not a dramatic drop in contract offer. It just isn't, okay? So, and then what happens if, let's say, Roman Dunze does indeed become the pick of the Bears ahead of the Falcons, and then Rome holds out for more money than the Bears thought they were going to have to pay him as the 8th pick. Well, if that's the case, all Michael Penix would have to do is wait him out and ask for near the same amount, because a Dunze would have basically reset the market. Okay? That there's nothing to stop him from doing that. Because he could say, hey, look, you traded for me thinking that you could pick me here, but you could have waited for me because the Falcons didn't want me, right? So because of that, I'm going to make you pay more money. Okay? That's the flip side of it. That's the flip side of the whole thing. Meanwhile, I mean, look, there are people who just simply hate that the Falcons took a talented young black guy when they already had a talented, but let's face it, getting long in the tooth, older white guy who has not got anyone to an NFC Championship game. Let's face it. Kirk Cousins, that's the case. Kirk Cousins is the poster child of falling up. When he was drafted in the 4th round behind RG3, who was drafted in the 1st round, 2nd pick behind Andrew Luck, quarterbacks. And I was thinking then, I'm seeing this coming because I can see what's happening. They're going to have their black guy quarterback just to show that they're with it. And they've got the speed guy and all this stuff. But they're going to have the white guy quarterback, and they're going to teach the white guy quarterback the basic system with ball control and all that stuff. And that's precisely what they did. Meanwhile, Mike Shanahan couldn't wait to run RG3 into the doggone ground. That's exactly what he did. He literally killed RG3. He really did. He overran him. Did not teach him, not so much teach, but Mike Shanahan did not run simple flat passes out of play action of the kind that are ran today, even with running quarterbacks like Lamar Jackson. Didn't do any of that. Mike Shanahan tried to get the guy pummeled. I'm sorry. Kyle Shanahan, great coach, all right? Mike Shanahan is Mike Shanahan. But it's hard for me, with all the credit that Mike Shanahan gets for creating a type of offensive approach, which is really based on what Bill Walsh did, let's face it, okay? But I just can't give him all of that because of how he's treated certain people, including me. I mean, okay, I'm just laying it out there since I'm laying it out there. I was covering the Broncos-Raiders game in 1995 for the Montclarian in the locker room. And then I asked Coach Shanahan why he chose to run a 5-wide receiver offense, because his tight end Shannon Sharp was injured. It's not that it didn't make any sense to me. I wanted to know his thinking. Would you believe the man got mad at me? I kid you not. He actually got mad at me. He got mad at me. Well, I mean, he refused to answer the question. I mean, I don't know if it was such a contrast to all the reporters asking these normal, stupid questions about players, because they do that. They make it like a gossip show to cover the fact they're not interested in technical football, and worse, they don't think that you are intelligent enough to even care about technical football, when in point of fact, you do care about technical football. You just don't hear about it enough. All right? Am I venting today? Yeah, I'm venting. Okay? Some ridiculous stuff. So anyway, as I digress. It's for those sets of reasons that, and more, that I take the position about Michael Penix that I do. Michael Penix should have been one of the top 3 quarterbacks taken. I mean, straight out. He is a better passer than Jaden Daniels, even though Jaden's a Heisman Trophy winner. He is every bit as good, almost as good, I would say. There's some intangibles. I can't take anything away from Caleb that would say to me, okay, he's demonstrably better than Michael Penix. I believe they're just as good. But Caleb is a little more accurate. And then Caleb just has that je ne sais quoi as quarterback. He is going to be, with somebody, a generational talent. I hope it's the Bears. I hope they don't screw up. I have my questions regarding what kind of offense they're going to run, but we'll see, okay? I'm not a fan of the decisions the Bears make. I believe they should have held on to Justin Fields for one. Great quarterback. Luke Getsy was not the greatest offensive coordinator for him. And then he was just really getting going with Justin, to the point where Justin was throwing 4 touchdown passes in a number of games, but the Bears defense didn't do its job. That is not Justin Fields' fault. So what are you going to do, if Caleb doesn't deliver? All right? Bad situation. Bears put themselves in a bad situation, and if Caleb doesn't deliver this year, maybe they get a reprieve next year, but if that doesn't happen, then Ryan, they're going to show him the door. Okay? So this is Ryan Poles here. He's made a lot of moves, maybe too many. Maybe he needs to focus more on coaching. Maybe he needs to focus more on getting guys who can coach a certain scheme, like ball control passing as created and taught by Bill Walsh. The system was laid out decades ago. Come on. All right. So anyway, Michael Penix will start by his 8th game. And I say that because Kirk Cousins is not the passer that Michael Penix is. And Michael Penix has had the advantage of literally growing up in a passing game and excelling in it in a way that a lot of modern quarterbacks have, but which puts them on a par with the Kirk Cousins of the world, okay? Kurt's great for community, he's great for camaraderie, he's great for the image that you can get something done, but the guy you want getting something done is the guy that really is in a better shape, literally, to run the playbook, and that's Michael Penix. All right, subscribe to Zenny62 on YouTube, bookmark NFL News by Zenny62.com. See ya.